Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kennesaw State's offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it,
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Durant. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside. He unleashes a long one. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Got room on the return, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
excellent job by this defense. You know they watched the tape last week. This offense was humming. They were clicking. They were in rhythm. You knew they would be aggressive, and they are in the first drive. Great discipline in the back end, shows up, shows out, and creates the first takeaway of this football game.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Georgia Southern in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Flips it out in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Durant. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. FIU overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Panthers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done.
From the gun, the running back has it.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line is set on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Durant. Makes the grab, it's Chung. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Fires to the wideout. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Right back to the well. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They get to the line quickly.
Speed kills, and speed makes me react, and speed makes me say, oh my gosh, I better guard him. And I tell you what, that looked too easy. That was too big of a game to just hand the ball off a guy going in motion. This defense is going to have to be more ready for that and adjust quicker.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Off-play action on first down. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Durant. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got the quick pass.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Hauls it in. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Scott. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to set up the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the ground. Hard running there. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Marshall.
And some room to work. Fights off a defender.
We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The kick is on its way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Prince. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chung. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. To the air. It's Durant. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just...
There he goes! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He's loose down and runs through another guy. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Vincent. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Quarterback running on the draw. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to bully their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's caught. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Durant. Pucks it out of the air.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Kennesaw State right back to work. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Rush is on him. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the first. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Durant. Makes the catch. It's Chung. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got a man. It's Goff. Oh, what a cut! They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's...
You don't give a hoot! Kennesaw State does! Touchdown, Owls! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. To throw, it's Durant. Finds his man, it's Chung. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Gives it on the option. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll run for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Dropping back, it's Harper. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Eagles! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Attempt to try. And it's up and good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Jukes his way for more. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Spins away from the defense. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. And the returner will be dragged down. Wants to throw. It's Harper. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it set up on the outside. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll try the run. Fighting off the defender. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this.
Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Here's the handoff. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program.
To the air, it's Harper. Gets it out fast.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Got a little space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Luck.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is taking over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback strolling away from heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.